One thing about Konkana that impressed you a lot.
That
What's your biggest takeaway from the film? Making a debut or getting your second film, what is tougher?
Oh my God, both. 100% both.
When you entered the film industry, which actress did you consider as your role model?
When I entered, I
Aditi, rapid fire with you. All right. तुम्हें अपने सच को मान देना होगा तभी खुश रह पाओगी. Konkana says this to you in Ajeeb Daastaans. What is that one such truth about you that you have accepted?
What is the truth about me that I've accepted?
Yeah.
I don't know. I think whatever it is that I'm thinking is going to show on my face, and I just have to deal with it. So I can't hide anything. It's very tough.
What's your biggest takeaway from the film?
That I realized that we have a long way to go in this whole this thing of privilege and lack of privilege and caste, and it's really not about the individual and the who they are. It's so much about all these other things that people like to categorize them into boxes, and we need to come a long way from that. There's a long way we need to walk away from that.
Yeah. What is something you wanted to try once but you couldn't due to fear of society?
I guess, I never talked, not fear of society, but I never talked about the fact that I wanted to be like a heroine and a Mani Ratnam heroine to begin with, actually, because I was just like, how am I going to do it? Just don't even say it. But that khwahish was there and it was very strong. So it
You're doing two big South films right now. Can you briefly talk about them?
Briefly, because that talk now when those release. But I'm doing Hey Sinamika with Dulkar, which is Brinda Master's film, Tamil.
Right.
Lovely experience. We've actually finished that film. And now I'm doing Mahasamudram, Ajay who made RX100 with Siddharth and Sharvanand, which is again a love story. Also enjoying it a lot. Very different. Both are very different. But we are having a ball, enjoying both. And recently started working on something here as well. All fine.
Okay.
Multiple languages. Half the time I don't know what language I'm speaking into. Full kitchen.
Okay. One thing about Konkana that impressed you a lot.
That she is a front bencher. Unlike me, I'm a backbencher. She had, after Neeraj and everything, like Neeraj spoke to us about a lot of things and gave us lots of material to read on. I never read anything. Coco had a very fat book in her hand on set, and Neeraj knows how I went and hid, and I'm like, I don't have a book with me. I really admire her passion and the fact that she's so present on set. I love that about her. And she's just very kind as an actor.
A quality of Neeraj you wish every director had?
That he treats every actor differently. He directs them differently, and I love that he is so driven and so honest about what it is that he wants to make, and he will not veer from it even this much. He's a little hard on himself, which he needn't be, because he's so brilliant. But I really admire that he's so so into what he does. It's very infectious.
All right. Bollywood is making a lot of South remakes, but what one Bollywood film, if ever remade in South, you'd like to star in?
All of Manisha's films. I'm a Manisha fan. Actually, there are many, there are so many. There's a film called Parathiveeran that I really like. There's a film called Pariyerum Perumal. There's so many. There's a Care of Kancharipalam. There's some really brilliant, and lots of Malayalam films as well. There's some really brilliant films, brilliant stories, brilliant writing, and brilliant actors.
When you entered the film industry, which actress did you consider as your role model?
That first, this thing of wanting to be like an actor, and was I want to be a Mani Ratnam hero, and I wanted to run into the frame and just be Manisha Koirala. When I saw Bombay, Kehna Hi Kya in particular. Yeah, so I would say that I love her, that combination of strength and vulnerability, and the fact that just her eyes are like water, and she doesn't even have to say anything. She's just, like, it's so beautiful. So I think that was my first, and it was her, like I watched a lot of her films, and I really love.
Making a debut or getting your second film, what is tougher?
Oh my God, both. 100% both. You get a debut, and whether it does well or not, to get that second film and for it to be a sort of what do I say, an asset almost to your learning and to your craft, and that's a tough one. There are very few who have managed to get that in an interesting space. Quite often, you can just be in the same zone, or you can be doing it for certain reasons, but to have that happen in a beautiful way is rare.